This video is sponsored by Fantasy North. If you need sleeves, playmats, or any other gaming accessories, use our link in the description. Welcome to Wacky Wednesday. Let's see what today's video will be.
Welcome to another episode of Wacky Wednesday, and today is another deck review. This is my favorite deck of Magic cards. It's not the one I shouldn't say my favorite. That's my other deck we haven't got to yet. This is the one I like playing with the most because it was my best deck, I guess. But it is one of my favorites still. I had two main decks. I had a green deck and I had this deck. So let's jump into this deck. It was called, I think Death from Above is what I called it. I can't remember. But let me know if this is even legal, because I'm not sure if it is anymore. I think this deck is very illegal, but I don't know. Like I said, we played this back in like 2004-ish, 2005-ish. So, you know, it was just a bunch of buddies playing too, so we didn't care about rules as much. So, alright, let's zoom in and get ready for Death from Above, which is was always my most powerful deck. I've won a lot of games with this deck, so. Alright, so the white deck, obviously, there's Plains. Here we have Dust to Dust, which was a really cool card for the time. A lot of artifacts, plus one buddy played blue all the time, so artifacts were a major killer. Swamp card, so cat's out the bag, it's a white-black. Fallen Angel. I love this card. I loved her look. I love the haircut. And it was a really good card. So, now you know why it's called that. Alright, Compassion Unicorn. You sacrifice, you can destroy target artifact. There's a 1/2, and some of my cards you needed to sacrifice. So it was just a cool card. I thought it fit, and it was really cool looking. Demon's Horn. I used to use a lot of artifacts to gain stuff and equipment. I like them. Plains. Angel's Feather. Again, anything that said Angels went into this deck. Just like the Vampire deck. Alright, Demonic Tutor. Great card. I mean, Demonic Tutor is always great. Plains. Angelic Renewal. I like this card. It would let me bring back some of my more powerful cards. So, Righteous War. This was actually the card that made me this, and there's another card that kind of inspired me to make this deck because I liked the gold cards back in the day. So, again, it only worked in certain areas, but it was fun. Alright, Viscera the Dreadful. Yes, there was other things than angels in my deck, but it was an angel deck. And, who doesn't love Medusa? Like, Gorgons are amazing. So, you gotta have a Gorgon in there. Alright, Selena, Dark Angel. Again, another artwork that I just absolutely love. Really cool looking. Glorious Anthem. Great card. Creatures you control get 1/1/1/1. Voice of All. A really demented angel. I kind of had a theme with the demented angels. I like them. So you choose a color, and Voice of All has protection from the color. So this was really nice that I could pick. If you're playing a blue deck, a green deck, I could pick. If you're playing a two-color deck, not as good, but it worked out some. So I guess there was 3 cards I made this deck out of, because Soul Link was another one, which was really cool. It was like a vampire aesthetic you could slap onto an angel. Plains. Sarah Angel. Really cool card. Always loved having this card. Series 8. Around the time I was buying a lot of cards. A lot of packs at least. Swamp. Angel of Fury. Really cool angel with a whip. I mean, what more do you want? Platinum Angel. This one here, I won a lot of games with. So, it's flying. You can't lose the game and your opponent can't win. If you could protect this, it was a great card. You just whittle them down. Alright. Initiates of Ebon Hand. Let's see. So you tap 1, it would add black to your mana pool. You can play it as an interrupt. If more than 3 is spent in this way during 1 turn, bury it. So it was a nice card. If I only had plains, I could tap 2 of them and tap this and get 2 black. So it kind of helped even out the deck a little bit. Desolation Angel, another sweet looking card. I mean, Angel cards were just different back then, I think. It had a kicker, so it was black or white. Alright, Disenchant, again, target artifact, target enchantment. Blue decks had a lot of that. Dark Banishing, awesome card. I loved it. It usually helped. A lot of people didn't play black other than me. I played them in my friend group. Silver Seraph, another sweet card. I mean, this one had Threshold, so this thing could be an 8/8 if you played it at the right time, which normally by the time you have 8 mana, you have 7 things in your graveyard. So, Persecute, another great card. You could discard all of them, but I also like that it had an Angel Feather, so it kind of fit the theme. Swamp, Angelic Wall. Walls used to be prominent. They really did help you win games back in the day, so I used to have a lot of walls in my decks. They would help block big hitters. Swamp, Crypt Angel, another amazing artwork, man. I'm telling you, just amazing. Plains. Alright, this is the other card that I built the deck around, was Night and Day. Target creature gets -1/-1, or target player controls gets +1/+1. So, kind of cool. This one here, you could kill little things real quick. And this one here, you could add a 1/1. Usually use Night. Day didn't get used unless it was going to help me win. I mean, if I needed like one more to hit, I would do it. Pristine Angel. This thing is amazing. As long as it's on tap, it's protected from artifacts in all colors. And whenever you play a spell, you may untap it. So, you would tap her, and then you would play a spell afterwards, and it worked out. Amazing artwork too, again. I love the angels. Purgatory. There you go, a nice little enchantment card. Again, another one, black-white. Alright, here we had another Voice of All, so I like that card. And it was cheap back in the day. I don't know if it still is. Volshock Gauntlets. Equipped creature gets 4/2, but doesn't tap during its controller's on top step. So, if you did this one on Pristine Angel, you could play a spell and on tapper, so it worked out great. Death Grasp, another great card. You pay X mana and you basically suck it. You damage them, you get it. So it's another Soul Link. Sacred Nectar, just to help you keep in the game. They were better back in the day. Reverse Hollow Raise Dead. Sweet looking card too. Alright, here we have the Copper Leaf Angel. So, this one was cool. Again, end game. If you need it, you can sacrifice a bunch of lands and bump this thing up really high and win the game. Voice of Grace. One of the few normal looking angels in my decks. So, Voice of Grace. Swamp. Lots of energies. Always lots of energies. Now, these were shuffled years ago, so I don't even know what's in here. Luminous Angel. In your upkeep, you may put a 1/1 spirit token with flying into play. So, nice 4/4. A little expensive, but you did get some spirit tokens. Yeah. If you ever wonder watching these deck ones, why they're all screwed up, these are shuffled back in the day from when I was playing, and I never undid it. Soul Link. Righteous War. Alright, Imperial Armor. So, this one is cool. You get XX and the cards in your hands. Well, being that this is a big hitter deck, a lot of times you have a lot of cards in your hands because you don't have the mana to put down everything. So, that came in handy. Angel of Mercy. Alright, you gain 3 life. It's not bad for a 5/5. Or 5 mana, 3/3. You get 3 life, so. Swamp. Vicious Hunger. Deals 2 damage and you gain 2 life. A lot of my deck was like Soul Link stuff. Angelic Renewal. Plains. Another Soul Link. Plains. Soul Link. Swamp. And Angelic Renewal. There's a lot of Angelic Renews because the objective was to get the Platinum Angel or Pristine Angel or get something back out that I could win the game with. So, yeah, Death from Above. My black-white angel deck. Let me know down below. Is this still a good deck? Is it illegal? Do I have any cards in there that are worth a lot of money that I should take another look at? Put hopefully you guys are happy that at least this deck is sleeved, unlike the Vampire deck. My 2 favorite decks were always sleeved. So, but yeah, let me know down below what you think of this deck. And I did win with it, so there was that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the video over there and up there. Check out nerdgasmvarietyshow.com for all our official merch. Come back and see what we come back and see what we do next Wednesday. Until then, guys, peace.